honestly thought this one was going to be a little more straightforward, Jake. I don't think I was anticipating the line has been paused. That was a new one for me.
The line is paused. I think it would be a great shirt. You know, there's nothing like a new hot secret layer product to really drive all of us to become our inner ape. You know, we're just kind of sitting there at the computer buzzing like, oh God, what's going on? You know, we're
typing in Discord
on our keyboard. We're like, oh God,
are you in? How many minutes remain for you?
Who's in?
As we're shooting this video right now, y'all, I'm looking at our Discord. There are still people in line to get this. That is how crazy this has gone today. It has just popped off. A lot of this
stuff is selling out. This was a stressful one, man. We're going to talk about this new Marvel secret layer and what's left. By the time you see this video, most of it will probably be gone, I would imagine.
Enormous thanks to all of the heroes supporting us over on Patreon. You're all worthy of lifting Mjolnir. You are all individually the Stan Lee cameo in our lives. Jake and Joel Magic is brought to you by Card Conduit, the best place to sell your cards on the internet. Take that stack of bulk rares, mythics, 50 cents or more in value per card, fire them off to Card Conduit, and they will send you a check. They're going to sell those cards for you. Minus some fees, you're going to get some cash that you can then go take to our other channel sponsor, TCG Player, official online store of Jake and Joel Magic. Go use our code before you check out over there. Helps us at no extra cost to you. And Dragon Shield, the best sleeves in the multiverse, protect your cardboard the best you can.
And big thanks to our other channel sponsors, Drip, MTG Stocks, and Moxfield.
Jake, as we shoot this video right now, it is 3:43 in the afternoon Eastern time. This sale started at noon. You can see what is low stock. It's a lot of the foils being temporarily unavailable that have our eyebrows raising, but we do have full confirmation of low stock on pretty much all the base versions at this point, except for Black Panther. And then all of them except the foils of Black Panther, temporarily unavailable, meaning the foils of the bundles also not available. This one's going. No one was shocked by this. I think everyone was a little shocked by how poorly the store operated and how people are still right now waiting. You know, it would be very frustrating, I'll say this, for the Arcane Signets to sell out, which they did in the first 2 hours. It'd be frustrating to have gotten in line right at noon and still be waiting past things selling out, which is the case right now.
I was in at probably second 10, like, of it going live, and that's just because, and I had all my information was logged in. I was ready to go, payment info.
Yeah.
And what ends up happening with this one is I think a lot of people were getting logged out. Did that happen for you?
No.
Did you have to check out as guest?
No.
You were able to just check out. Okay.
So I was there with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown. I pressed refresh at 3 seconds remaining. And when the page refreshed, I dropped down menu 2. I got 2 of the foil bundles. That's what I ordered for myself. I dropped down menu 2 of the foil bundles, hit add to cart, click checkout. And I mean, if we're counting it like in seconds, like probably second 7 or 8, I was in the checkout line ready to roll. Now it doesn't finalize the cart because I did go back and add some stuff for some buddies that were maybe not going to get it. But at that point I had a cart and was in line to check out.
Yeah, everyone in the Discord today, it showed me that we have a very active Discord when it wants to be. There were some names in there we've never seen, just a ton of people in there sharing their experience and giving tips. There was actually even a link that got shared that allowed people to get past the line, but it worked for some people and it didn't work for others. But a lot of people were just doing whatever they could to secure it. It was kind of like a madhouse, dude. For a moment there, I was like, man, we are just a captive audience here, just stuck to our screens trying to make this thing happen. And yeah, it did take a very long time. I think it took me about 2 hours and like 25 minutes or something like that. I think I got in around I started at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard. I got in around 11:30 and was able to finalize my order.
Gotcha.
But then I also ordered some through our buddy as well.
Yeah. It took me. Took me maybe an hour and a half, I think, all in. I'd have to go back and look at my exact timestamps. I will say, Jake, while we've been making this video sitting here, the temporarily unavailable has been removed from the foil layers that remain. Sold out has been fully confirmed for Iron Man foil edition and Secret Layer Marvel's Storm non-foil were the first two to sell out. Foil Iron Man and non-foil Storm. We've got low stock.
Storm.
Yeah. Lots of players probably want that CDH decks. They don't want stuff to bend. Maybe people are looking for the Manamorphose lightning bolts for their decks.
Interesting.
Low stock warnings on non-foil Captain America and non-foil Wolverine. And now the foils are showing fully available. Captain America foil, Wolverine foil, Storm foil, Black Panther foil, all fully available. No low stock warning even.
So I wonder if it was some sort of error or if there was extra stock added. You know, it's all speculation at this point.
These are completed listings for what we've got over on eBay currently. These are sold, completed listings. People have paid this. We've got foil Wolverine, $88. That's just like a not even 2x quick flip.
Yeah, not even 2x, yeah.
$90 on the Marvel Storm foil. And I think this is what we're going to see a lot. Something in between 90 and 100 on a lot of just 2x quick flip attempts right out of the gate. Because people just want to get a free Secret Layer, essentially, if that can happen.
I agree with you. Those signets selling out really quickly. You know, there were a lot of people that were low on that signet. A lot of people didn't like the name of it. But this, to me, this thing going so quickly there in those first couple hours, and a ton of people who were there logging in as fast as you did, as fast as I did, or even faster, that got stuck in the line, didn't get those signets. And that was a very quick thing to go. I'm wondering if these prices end up being a lot lower than where these end up. But, you know, it is kind of a feels bad. You wait through that line like everybody else, and there isn't even, you know, this $40 or $50 card there that you were like, hey, you know, I was here ready for it. So maybe something to learn there. Double the allocation of that for something like this. But as far as exclusivity goes, it's going to end up being a highly sought after card. That's for sure.
Exactly. It'll be interesting to watch this one, y'all, because it's the first of its kind. We know a lot of rules, typical playbook type strategy stuff for how these things normally go. We would say, looking at a promo like this, oh, it's a hype price. This is day one. Don't pay attention to this price. Definitely going to go down. Don't know. We got the Marvel blinders on for this one. Maybe rose colored Marvel tinted glasses, if you will. But because this is
even go hundo, it
that's the thing. It's like
it is, or it goes hundo.
It's like the very first Marvel drop. Who knows if this promo is seen again? I mean, talking about Marvel promos, looking at the Doctor Strange counterspell. I mean, we already know that one has gone significantly down because people found out that it's not going to be as exclusive as it was. This card was over $200 heading into Vegas. But then at Vegas, it was handed out in a lot of different ways. And that also kind of signals that
holding like 75 to 100 is honestly pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I think that this is a hopeful price, that this isn't next year's promo for whenever they need a promo. Right? That this doesn't just pop up in a bunch of different places and goes in Festival in a Box or Marvel Festival in a Box, right? Who knows where this pops up?
Like those foil paths and those foil lightning bolts that ended up being this like really cool promo when they did the COVID Festival in a Box.
And we were so high on those.
Yeah. We were so high, and I mean the cards are beautiful. They still do exactly what you need them to do. Now they are a fraction of the price from 100%. When they first came out. So
it's interesting.
I don't think Signet will do what the counterspell is going to do. I do think that the counterspell will probably drop more just because they've said, you know, this is going to be handed out. They picked an iconic card.
For sure.
They probably do just have a metric crap ton of them. But the same is not true for the Earth's mightiest emblem here. This is something that sold out, was very finite. A lot of people that were not there minute one are not going to get this thing.
No.
So that is the one.
A lot of people that were there minute one are not going to get this thing, to be completely honest.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean,
I'll also note, scarcity aside, Arcane Signet goes in more decks. That's worth noting.
It does.
Then Counterspell, if we're just comparing those two. A lot of what you're seeing here, though, these 2x flips, Captain America foil, order confirmed, firing it off for 100. Secret Lair Iron Man, firing it off for 100. That's going to be your best bet over the next couple of days. If you miss this layer and you want to grab a copy, I wouldn't wait personally, not financial advice. This is something that I would sort of try to jump on quickly if you need to grab one off the secondary market because you just missed. Look at this $80 to $100 range. Target something in there that you're comfortable with price-wise, and that can be how you can obtain it. Because with this, and this is obviously if you're watching this after everything is sold out, with this moving like it is, I just have to imagine that as we hit refresh here today, we're going to start to see, boom, more low stock warnings pop up as I hit refresh. Now Captain America's foil is low. Now Secret Lair Panther foil is low. Oh, look at that. Storm foil has sold out while we made this video.
Right now that, I'm going to let our buddy Isaac know that Wolverine foil is back available because he missed out on that.
He needs to hurry. It's low stock. Everything besides Iron Man base copy is now low stock. And I have to imagine if we sat here and just hit refresh for 5 or 10 minutes, that one's going as well, because this one has sold out since we started shooting, and all of these are now on low stock since we started shooting. So, I mean, this video we've only been shooting it for 14 minutes. And so these things are going fast at this point. Y'all, tips. This is going to happen again. This is not the last time that we're going to have a maximum hype Secret Lair. And honestly, Jake, I just give a lot of props to our community today. I think that is kind of the biggest tip that we could give, is find a group to do these with.
We memed well today. There were good memes in Discord. General chat was on fire. Everybody was just sharing their entire experience. All of our patrons hanging out there, all of our mods, shout out to all of them. A lot of people sharing their experience, like we mentioned in the beginning of the video, like, hey, I did this, or like, I'm at 37 minutes. Oh, it's kicking me back from 45 minutes to an hour. We had a lot of people's times fluctuating. So having a whole group of people there to be like, no, don't refresh. No, my time is fluctuating as well. Just kind of stay the course. I ended up getting there. It really does help kind of rein in that chaotic feeling, because we are kind of at the mercy of the tech in these situations. You're like just trying your best to get it. A lot of people aren't going to get it. But our Discord, honestly, it was a really, really good time. And, a lot of people were very stressed. But at the same time, I made a joke that we were all kind of trauma bonded over it. We were all just like, oh, man, this is awful. And at the end, someone even found a link that allowed people who already had stuff in their cart. I think it was shared on Twitter. People who already had stuff in their cart and were logged in were able to click a link, and it got them through the line. We will make a survival guide in the future when very big popular products like this come out, but I would say be there minute one, have all of your info preloaded, make sure you have a group of people. If you have somebody who gets in first and they're not ordering max, just ask them nicely, hey, do you mind? I can Venmo you immediately.
I mean, that's the plan. That's the real benefit of the group. You've got definitely, oh, did yours cancel? No, just be patient, right? You can avoid some pitfalls of panic by just comparing notes with somebody else who's currently doing the same thing. But group buys, I mean, I purchased what I purchased, but then a buddy was way behind in line, and so I got his too. And then I even pinged all the mods just to be like, all right, I'm about to finalize this order. Anybody want me to toss anything on there? We actually ended up with an extra arcane signet on our order. My value got me to 2. Their value got them to 1 each. And just because of the combined extra, we were allotted 1 more. So we got 5 instead of 4 arcane signets. But now we have that. And we're just going to give it to one of the other mods who, when they checked out, didn't get an arcane signet because they sold out so much. Your group can be beneficial in more ways than one. And we suggest starting with our Discord, because that is what really helped us through today. We got people through on that link before they killed that link. And they did kill that link because there was a point where people were saying this is not working anymore.
I almost used it, but I was at like 3 minutes left in my queue that I had been waiting for. And I was like, I'm not here to fuck this up.
Nope.
And so I just stayed the course, ended up getting what I wanted to order. Shout out to Dom, who did get me product early and was able to get me the Arcane Signet promo. It was a really, really fun time.
Earlier than you could get in. He got in at the same time as all of us. I just want to clarify. We didn't get the secret layers early.
Well, everybody got in at different times today.
That's
everybody started, and I think he was on that Google Fiber, and that was enough to maybe squeak him through super fast. But it was very stressful, dude. It was not a surprise.
No. It wasn't
shocking. Every single time, it's always a circus.
It is a circus, sure. And I think it'll be like that again, y'all. In the future, just make sure you're prepped for this stuff. I know that we send out a ton of signals, and are encouraging everybody to be ready for this if they want to be, because there's no real indication that this is going to change. I've seen a lot of Twitter traffic today about we need to go back to the old model. This sucks, and it does suck. But they wouldn't have changed back from a change from this originally if there wasn't like a major monetary reason driving the whole thing, which is always going to drive all of their decisions. And so I think we have to accept this as the normal and just sort of deal with it and have strategies to get around it, get what we want and get around it. Yeah,
just be there. Be first. Make sure that if you want these kind of things, you click the moment it goes live, and definitely subscribe to our channel, because not only do we review every secret layer product pretty much that comes out, but we also have a very active community that likes to make sure that everybody who's trying to get it is able to do so.
Let us know if you were able to get what you wanted from the Marvel Secret Layer, and let us know in the comments what you think of the current models of Secret Layer. Is this time-stamped, low quantity availability going to work as we get more and more mechanically unique things in Secret Layers? And how are they going to provide the base cards to people who just want to play with them? Or will they? Lots of questions floating around this one.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, one question that doesn't need answering: who are these people's names floating in between us? Those are our Patreon supporters at our $10 level or higher. They all got a free pack of Dragon Shields from our sponsor, Dragon Shield, featuring our custom Jake and Joel Are Magic art that I've got right there. Focus. Thank you, camera.
And you can pick different colors as well.
That's right. Go check it out. See if it's a good fit for you. Love you. Bye. That's it. Happy Marvel Day.
See you later.